If you're in your 20s, this is the most critical time to shape your financial future. You know the saying, failing to plan is planning to fail? Well, it's not just a catchy phrase, it's reality. But here's the thing, you don't have to fail. You just need to avoid these 5 mistakes that could derail your financial journey. Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal what could be the difference between a wealthy future or one filled with regret. Let's kick things off with a hard hitting truth: not saving early enough. Here's where the biggest mistake often happens. You get that first paycheck, and it feels like you're swimming in cash. So, why worry about saving, right? Wrong. Let me ask you this: have you ever heard of the power of compound interest? If you haven't, buckle up, because this concept is a game changer. Imagine this: you start saving just $200 a month at age 25. By the time you're 55, that could grow into more than $250,000. But if you wait until you're 35 to start saving the same amount, well, that number shrinks to just over $100,000. That's a huge difference. This is not just about being responsible, it's about building momentum. So, don't wait. Start now. And while you're thinking about savings, let's talk about the second mistake, because this one, it could cost you everything. Now, mistake number 2, ignoring high interest debt. Let's paint a picture. You've got a credit card balance hanging over your head, and every month you're only paying the minimum. Sounds familiar, right? But here's the scary part. If you're carrying a balance with an interest rate of 20% or more, that debt is multiplying like a virus. The longer you wait, the more interest you're paying, and the slower you're chipping away at the actual debt. Do you want to know the real kicker? By the time you realize how out of control it is, you'll have thrown away thousands of dollars in interest. That's money you could have invested. Imagine you could go on a dream vacation with that money instead. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, how do we fight this? Well, the third mistake is just as dangerous, but with the right tools, you can overcome it. All right, the third financial blunder: living beyond your means. The world is full of shiny distractions. Everyone's driving the latest cars, wearing the trendiest clothes, and posting vacation pics. And here you are, feeling like you're falling behind. But here's the ugly truth: trying to keep up with others is a one-way ticket to financial disaster. Buying things you can't afford on credit or living paycheck to paycheck, always in pursuit of luxury, only leaves you with more stress and less freedom. Ask yourself, do you want to look wealthy or actually be wealthy? You could look rich with a new car and a fancy watch, but when you open your wallet, it's as empty as my fridge after a late-night snack binge. So, what's the solution? It starts with budgeting and being conscious about every dollar. Speaking of money, have you ever wondered where your paycheck goes each month? Well, it's about to become clearer in the next point, because it's probably leaking in places you never expected. Mistake number 4, not tracking your spending. If you're not tracking your expenses, you're just flying blind. Maybe you get to the end of the month and wonder, where did all my money go? The truth is, it's vanishing in small, unnoticed leaks. Subscriptions, impulse purchases, the just one more cup of coffee every morning. It all adds up. What you thought were minor expenditures are actually massive drains on your wealth over time. Here's a little exercise for you. Take a moment and think about the last time you bought something on impulse. Was it worth it? Or did it just leave you with regret and a lighter wallet? I mean, how many subscriptions are you still paying for that you never even use? That streaming service you forgot about? Yeah, I see you Netflix account you haven't touched in 6 months. Once you start tracking your spending, the next mistake will become painfully obvious. It's something that many fear, but it's also the key to your financial freedom. And last, but definitely not least, avoiding investing. You may feel overwhelmed, thinking that investing is something only wealthy people do. But let me set the record straight. Investing is for everyone. Not investing is one of the biggest regrets people have when they reach their 40s and 50s. The earlier you avoiding investing invest, the more time your money has to grow. And guess what? You don't need $1 million to get started. It's time to stop thinking of investing as risky. The real risk is sitting on the sidelines, doing nothing, while inflation slowly erodes your savings. Fear of losing money is nothing compared to the regret of never trying. And if you're wondering where to begin with investing, I've got you covered in a video that's going to change your life. But before we get there, let me recap quickly. To recap, avoid these 5 financial mistakes. 1. Start saving early. 2. Don't ignore high-interest debt. 3. Live within your means, not beyond it. 4th, track every dollar you spend. 5. And finally, invest as soon as you can. Remember, your 20s are the foundation for your financial future. Act now, or you'll regret it later. If you're ready to take control of your financial destiny, check out my next video on earning with no investment. Trust me, you'll want to see how you can start building income streams, no matter your current financial situation. Click on the screen now, and let's build that wealth together. At last, but not the least, don't forget to like, subscribe, and to press bell icon for more interesting videos like this.